given that you may have had experience over the years. The second important aspect that addresses that issue of unemployment of the youth is flexibility. The Open University of Kenya offers flexible mode of delivery. We don't require you to come to campus. We enroll you and do your studies from home, where there are needs for practical aspects of the programs. We offer virtual classrooms through virtual laboratories. We've also partnered with our colleagues across the country to help us in areas where practicals are needed. But most of the programs we are offering require theoretical foundations with experience from the industry. So we have enlisted the best brains in the country to come and offer technical aspects of every program that we offer through experience and entrepreneurship. The third very important principle that is anchored on the issue of digitalization is access. We have used technology of the highest kind to ensure that our programs are accessible at every stage of our country and beyond from various devices. You can access our programs from the mobile phones, from the laptops, and any other device that you higher education. And the fourth is affordability. The Open University of Kenya is premised on the principle of ensuring that nobody is left behind. Our fee is about 1/3 of what the other universities are charging, and we achieve the principles of the highest quality. What we have done at Open University, we have curated programs using the best brains, the best professors, so that our programs encapsulate those great minds in various aspects that we need to deliver. So I want to ask every one of you, all the leaders present here, will be giving a scholarship on how counties are doing in terms of enrollment in this university. That is classified education, higher education across the globe. So far, we have 3,000 students who have enrolled from every county. Some counties are doing very well, others are lagging behind, and I've been talking to some of you to ensure that this opportunity that has come is taken over. We already have short courses as well for any person who wants to come and learn while you're working. Short courses ranging from accountability and leadership, entrepreneurship, computer science, intelligent design.
The road is impassable. The road is full of potholes. Now this forum gives us an opportunity to ask ourselves tough questions. Governments can ask for professionals. When we give you a job, you are road. Why do you do a short job?
So I was really honest with that yesterday.
Sustainability. That is the way to sustain our region. So ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about sustainability in everything that we are doing. We are still continuing with the topic of education related to economy, and right now we want to move to the second panel who is going to stage the next panelist. I want to welcome the Casey to make a few remarks, and then we proceed.
Thank you very much, Daniel. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your kind understanding as we just do a slight adjustment of the program to accommodate each and every one of us. I want to welcome you again to day 2 of the Nyanza International Conference. My name is Malcolm, and I'm short of doing my colleagues here as well. And the next on stage, we are live on HBTV, so it's a slight interruption because a bit of housekeeping we need to attend to. Owner of KCM 349, I repeat, owner of KCM 349, that's the Isuzu D-Max. Please attend to your car. Please attend to your car. Being a presidential function, ladies and gentlemen, you allow me to just advise on the few etiquette protocols. If you're in the tent and you're not a state officer or police officer that matter, and you have a hat on you, I kindly ask you to please remove the same. I see some gentlemen out there. If you're not a security official, you have a hat and you're in the room, please. We request to take that down as well. We ask you to please manage your phones. We accepted that we can handle our phones on vibration mode at this point and not picking up calls as well. We of course follow the direction from our protocol team, and as soon as we have the chief guest in the vicinity, we'll advise you on the next steps. Allow me now to invite back Dr. Daniel to...
Sasa wakati wowote tuweze kumkaribisha Mheshimiwa Naibu wa Rais ambaye ataweza kujumuika nasi wakati wowote kuanzia sasa hivi. Kwa heshima, tafadhali sote tuweke simu zetu kwa hali ya kimya ili tuweze kuwa na utaratibu unaofaa. Kisha tafadhali wale ambao tunaona viti nyuma ambavyo vina nafasi, tunaomba sana kwa heshima tuweze kusonga nyuma kidogo kwa kuketi viti hivyo.
Kazi hiyo. Tutaki kuja kwa na strike. Boys. Yesterday you were a civilian. Thank you. Those guys are pushing. The press. Professor Kithure Kindiki, Cabinet Secretaries, Honorable Governors, Principal Secretaries, members of the Diplomatic Corps, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. As you've been told, my name is Jeff Olende. I chaired the organizing committee that put this conference together. We are indeed excited for today because we have been on the planning table for more than 1 year now, planning this conference, Your Excellency. And the conference has been planned by a team called Nyanza Professionals Forum. The Nyanza Professional Forums were put together by Deputy Chief of Staff Eliud Owalo, who challenged us to stand up to be counted as part of the development agenda of the Nyanza region. As you know, professionals in the past have left development to the two arms of government, the central government and the county governments. We as professionals have been talking on the sides, but we have not had a chance to stand to be counted and to be part of the conference of the development of the region. If you allow me, Your Excellency, I would just, because of the time that is short, I would just ask my...
Left behind in the shadows of political exclusion and economic neglect. This is what the fifth administration, under the tutelage of His Excellency President Dr. William Samoei Ruto and ably assisted by Professor Kindiki, have set out to reverse. However, today, we stand at the precipice of a new dawn, a moment in time where the winds of change are blowing through Nyanza, ready to propel it to the greatness it so rightly deserves. It is indeed true, ladies and gentlemen, that we have a problem. Nyanza, we have a problem that has lingered for far too long. For over 60 years, we have been talking about what is wrong with this region, talking about what we plan to do and how we will do it and when we will do it. And yet, here we are, 61 years after independence, where nearly half of our people still live in abject poverty, struggling to meet food and other most basic needs. Allow me, Your Excellency, with your permission, to enumerate just but a few of those challenges. One of the most fundamental concerns that we have here is youth unemployment. Youth, as we all know, are the backbone of any society, and they represent the future of this region. But how can we expect them to thrive when the opportunities to develop their potential are so scarce? When we look at the youth in our towns, the villages, and the cities, we see brilliant minds, energetic hands, and hopeful hearts, but they are often left idle.
Governor Wanga Gladys from Homa Bay, and Governor Ochila Yako from Migori, Governor Ken Lusaka from Bungoma, and Governor Nyaribo from Nyamira. As you can see, the shakers and movers of change in this part of the world at this government. Karl Marx once said that philosophers have described the world in various ways. The point, however, is to change it. Therefore, as I welcome my colleagues, the cabinet secretaries who are here, principal secretaries present, invited guests, ambassadors, and conference attendees, I am going to address you on behalf, first, of the chairman of the Council of Governors, Governor Abdullahi of Ajir, who is not here today, representing the whole of the COG, and my colleague governors who are here today. Your Excellency, I bring the apologies of my chair of the Council of Governors, His Excellency Ahmed Budahi, the Governor of Ajir County, who was to be with us here today, but because of challenges occasioned by intra-connectivity, is unable to be with us, having hosted the President in his county the other day. Your Excellency, this brings to the fore the need to enhance the capacity of our airports to international standards so that as a country we can be properly connected. I will be sharing his thoughts with this congregation as I make my remarks on his behalf. And I will give the organizers his own speech, which he wanted to present here, but I think it should go to the annals of history that he gave a speech. I feel privileged, therefore, to address you on this investment conference, coming just 2 months after we hosted the 4th African Sovereign Governments, Sub-Sovereign Governments Network conference here in Kisumu, in collaboration with African Export-Import Bank, Afri-Exim Bank, and the United Cities and Local Governments of Africa, USC of Africa, which resulted in investment deals worth $1.7 billion being signed. I am happy to report that Kisumu was not left behind and signed a $40 million financing for the construction of a pharmaceutical factory. My colleague governors from the region were here, and since then they have developed rapport and relations with the Afri-Exim Bank to look into investment in the Nyanza region as a whole.
Have no more than 30 minutes left for our guest of honor to depart to another very important function. So amidst us, we have members of county assemblies. Would we see by rising the members of county assemblies present in this forum? MCS, it appears we don't have any, but the speakers of county assemblies, at least I spotted one in the morning. Maybe there's someone else. Then allow me now to introduce members of the National Assembly present, MPs from the National Assembly. We have Honorable Kitayama, the MP for Kuria East. We have Rene Mayaka, nominated Member of Parliament. We have Honorable Nyikal, James Nyikal, the MP for Seme, is also the chairman of Dual.
For those who will be here. But from the experience I have, ladies and gentlemen,
Kithure Kindiki, the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. Thank you very much.
Please be seated and good afternoon. First, I apologize. I think we've taken longer than we ought to have taken. And I'll take you from what my brother the CS Mbadi has done. I'll also not read a speech because we all know what needs to be done. The problem with the developing world is we like talking to ourselves and talking all the time. We have very few people doing things, and we know what we need to do. And every speaker who comes here will just say the same things. The same things. I will share. I have given myself maximum 20 minutes, which I want to share equally with the governors. Because I thought it's also important for a forum like this for each of the governors to say something in a minute or two. And I hope they will not read the speeches like the ministers did. Yeah, because this is not the time. Every governor has an opportunity to speak for 3 hours, 2 hours, every day in your county in organizing forums. So allow me just to say, therefore, now that I've done my speech, I feel very honored to be part of this meeting. I have come here to represent President Ruto, who sends his greetings. Would have wanted to come. He was in Nyanza recently, he was in Western recently, and he thought because he hasn't been to Northeastern since he became president, it was important to spend some time in Northeastern. He's been there for 4 days, he's concluding today in Isiolo. And you will allow me exactly 2 o'clock I have to leave because again I have to see him off. He's leaving for Dar es Salaam because of the Congo issue. The EAC and SADC is meeting today, tomorrow in Dar es Salaam. Having said that, mine is just to thank you for a good conference, well organized, well structured. We expected this from Nyanza. The headquarters of professionals and professors and very intelligent people. God has blessed this region with brilliant people who have impacted tremendously to the development of our country. So this is a good conference. I plead with you next time, let's not blame each other, involve more leaders, members of parliament from here, the members of county assembly, and even representatives of community. People who may not be very learned, but they can pick an issue or two from a conference like this one. Having said that also, let me just spend the remainder of my minutes explaining what this administration is doing to revive and transform the economy of Kenya, empower its citizens, including its citizens in Nyanza. We have a manifesto with about 168 commitments, but you can aggregate all those commitments to 5 broad areas which carry the weight of our national transformation. The first one is macroeconomic stability. For the last 2 years, a lot of unseen work has been done to arrest the volatility of the indicators of macroeconomic stability. We can talk about investment, we can talk about all these sectors, but if the fundamentals of macroeconomic stability go haywire,